So, nonetheless, I guess it probably only makes sense to start off with the news, the biggest news that's going around right now in the Pan African streets. Unfortunately, there has been some conversations around Dr. Umar in the school. I'll push play to this, and we can talk about it.
Feds around 40,000. Umar Johnson owes the feds around $40,000 in penalties and is probably going to lose that school. It's also why he's asking you guys for so much money every single day. See, if you go to courtconnects.gov and then put in two case numbers or put in Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey Academy, you're going to find two very, very ridiculous citations stating that on one building they owe $17,810.77, and on the other they owe $20,577.45. When I say they, I mean Umar. The trick of it is he's been putting the name down as Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy Inc. But here's the really big kicker. See how that says vacant registration fee? See how that says $15,000? And see how it says $15,000 over here too? But if you take a look above my head, you'll see that you receive a new financial penalty every year that this building is vacant, culminating in $5,000 at the 10-year mark. However, there's an additional $500 every year after. Now, I'm going to ask you, if it stops at $5,000 at 10 years of vacancy, but he owes collectively around $30,000 between both buildings in those vacant registration fees, did Umar Johnson ever buy this building, or did he just slap his name on it?
All right, fellas. Nonetheless, we get to start off with a little bit of the Prince of Pan African. We get to start off with a little bit of the Prince of Pan African. What is y'all feelings of Dr. Umar Johnson and the latest news as it pertains to him in the school? Was he scamming us all along? Is this them freezing his accounts and he can't, pay the bills as though he's wanted to? Yeah, I don't know. Is it something that somewhere in between? What is y'all thoughts?
Yeah, and I definitely think it's somewhere in between. I think we got a lot of the Instagram investigations and like people trying to, I got you, trying to pull your card. But I think, Umar just doing business. He in America, he trying to operate. There's tons of bureaucracy when it comes to, building and putting together something of, what he's trying to do. And I think it's not easy. A lot of people get caught up in that kind of thing, but to try to pull his card like that, I think it's, ungenuine. And I think it's I don't think he was scamming us. I think he tried, and sometimes things don't work.
Okay, got you. So you saying you don't think he scammed us? He was trying, but it just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving him good faith. I think things don't work sometimes, but I don't think that's like the evidence of scamming. I think it's evidence of it not working, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily evidence of scamming.
All right, A Black, talk to us, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I would say scamming is a little malicious. My first question to everybody I see that's quick to criticize Umar is like, did you donate? Because I feel like the only people that have the right to be really mad is somebody that donated. And 9 times out of 10, if they believed in it and it didn't go how they wanted, they're not the ones tripping. It's like everybody else who didn't give the man nothing. And at the end of the day, he's trying. You see an attempt. Like you see, he's still putting out a net positive as far as his messaging, his information, so to the community, it's like his financial business or how he gets his money, or if he has people that donate to him, like a preacher on Sunday, that's his thing. I've never donated to him and not by ill intent or nothing. I just like, that's my honest thing, but I always respected him because like, the things he's talked about, I mean, he jokes around, he makes a joke of himself sometimes. But for the most part, Dr. Umar, it's worse shit to worry about. It's like niggas so worried about his school and he ain't did it, but those are the ones who ain't donated, gave that man nothing. If you did, show me your receipts. You got all the rights. But most of the time, ain't nobody. It's just people that just go to hate train and the black leaders, that's an easy target. That's been a target for a minute.
G, talk to us, brother.
Man, I wanted to have faith in Umar, but this, unfortunately, it makes it look more scamish than not scamish. And I say that because, I mean, if we're just being honest, $40,000 for somebody of his,
Influence.
acclaim and the type of business that he's trying to create over there, that's not a large bill. 40,000. If we're just being honest. So if he's not scamming, it's like very negligent mismanagement of just the operation, low tax / legal acumen, low financial acumen, just in terms of running the business. Like, this $40,000 expense shouldn't be the thing that's gonna potentially cost you to lose the building that you had to create the vision that he was been preaching about for so long. So if it ends up falling because of this, then I'm sorry to say I can't really hate on people pointing at it as a scam, because it's like, this isn't even a large bill to be owing to go down on. So it's like I need some answers as to why this debt was outstanding and why it got to this point, because it don't make a lot of sense to me, in my opinion.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess the only thing I'd say is that what makes it rough and it makes him a real easy scapegoat is him coming out the week before and like the whole, they froze my accounts, I don't have any access to my money, so just if y'all can donate or cash at me, I forget whatever he was asking them to send it through. Send me some money so I can, I don't know, what was he saying, just to kind of like get by until they unfreeze his accounts or something like that? To where it could point to a lot of bad financial literacy and management, where like one of the questions would be, why would you have the money for the bills for this institute attached to your personal accounts? And that would be like its own weird little thing. But then I imagine most of us in here, if not all of us in here, understand not to put all of, like, you should have like multiple accounts with money, to where like for many different versions of rainy days. And that's what I'm saying. Like it either bleeds a lot of lack of financial literacy, or like this is one of those ones where it's hard to kind of like explain away to an extent. And I'm interested to hear exactly what he has to say. I just went on his Instagram, but he was posting his insights. Like, I think he was showing that he had 42 million people come by his page. I'm like, that don't necessarily look good right now either. But fellas, I'll let y'all close it out.
Yeah, and I mean, like, lack of financial knowledge isn't scamming.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think that necessarily.
Common. I think it's common. I think we all know a lot of brilliant people in other fields, but in finances, they just do dumb shit, in every kind of field.
$1 million mistakes too. Like
yeah, and it's like, I don't see anything he's doing unless it's gonna come out later on with like real malicious intent. Like somebody trying, he got a vision, but he got his flaw. He's a person too, but I feel like we too hard. Try to be too hard on him and his finances. Like I said, you donated and you mad, you got that right. But other than that, like, he ain't scammed me. Like, everybody got, a lot of people got financial problems.